Good morning. It's good to be with you today. This is June 7th, 2020, and my name is Sara Mackey. Some time ago, I read a story about Margaret Mead, the famous anthropologist, who was asked what she thought was the first evidence of human civilization. We might think it would be some artifact, a vessel or a tool, or possibly some religious item, but that's not what she said. She said the first evidence of human civilization was a 15,000-year-old femur that had been broken and healed. Somebody 15,000 years ago broke their leg and did not die. If you've got a broken leg, you're pretty much out of luck. But somebody carried this person to shelter and made sure this person had enough food and water and care and protection to live until that bone healed and got strong enough for the person to be independent again. We don't know why that happened. Maybe that person was important to the group somehow. I like to think somebody just loved them. 15,000 years is a long time for civilization to thrive, and just in the last few months, it's easy for us to come to the conclusion that it's over. We have seen so many appalling, egregious acts on behalf of regular people and leaders. Some of the things that we've heard our leaders say are mind-boggling. We've heard people say that the most vulnerable among us, the ones with the metaphoric broken legs, are expendable. Let's just let them die. The old, the ill, we don't need them anyway. 15,000 years and civilization is finished. But that's not true. We know that's not true. In one of our Tuesday Zoom meetings, you may have been there when I told about a UU minister who said when she was a child, the story of the Good Samaritan just delighted her. The Good Samaritan who was walking down the road and saw an injured stranger on the side of the road and took him to the inn and provided for his care, even though others that were more likely to do that had walked on by. And she wanted to be like that when she grew up. And then she did grow up and became a therapist and a minister and began to think again about the story of the Good Samaritan. And she wondered, what would he have done if he had gone down the road the next day and there was another injured stranger? And the next day 5, and the next day 10, and the next day 50. And that was how I was feeling several weeks ago. There were wounded strangers all over the place, and I couldn't do anything about it. And it was, I fell into despair. I grieved, I read, I meditated, I thought about it and thought about it. And I eventually came to the conclusion that it was arrogant of me to fall into despair, because I'm not the only one walking down the road. You are there. Our friends are there. People of faith all over this world are walking down that same road, and we see those injured people, and we do not turn our backs on them, and we care about them, and we love them. We know that that might not be enough, but we also know how to do practical things, like donate our money to organizations that are more able than we are to help lots and lots and lots of people. And we also know how to volunteer in our communities with food banks and other organizations that can meet needs of a lot of people in ways that we can't. And that's what we do. And we vote. And we encourage others to vote. And we sing our song. You may have heard it already this morning, or you may be getting ready to hear it in a few minutes. The song that I love to sing whenever I'm with you. We'll build a land where we bind up the broken, where the captives go free, where the oil of gladness dissolves all mourning. These wonderful ancient words from the prophet Isaiah and the prophet Amos. We are the ones, we are the sisters and brothers anointed by God to create peace. And that is what we're going to do. We are going to heal from this COVID-19. It's not going to be this summer, and I don't think it's going to be this fall. But the time is coming. And in the meantime, we are going to continue to love our neighbors and to fight tyranny. And we're going to keep singing our song. And so may it be. Amen.